What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? So if we pan up here, I had to put a cap on this because it was leaking so bad. But even with the cap, you can see drip. It's still dripping. This is what the problem is. It's right there. It's the diverter valve. But the drip that's been going on for a while, and I came in here yesterday, and I'm like, my God, what it's done to the pan down here, not good. It's starting to create mildew and everything like that. And we rarely use this particular shower, so I don't want it to drip anymore. I need to clean all the mildew and whatnot. So the very first thing we have to do is we have to determine what brand this is, and we can tell that it's a price fister. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, we're going to get to the diverter valve, and you can usually get replacement diverter valves at places like Home Depot and Lowe's, but you need to know what brand it is and exactly what kind goes in there, because they make multiple ones. This we should only need maybe a screwdriver or something to get to that, to find out what it is. Now, taking these off, I've seen a few different ways of doing it, okay? One of them is this little piece right here sometimes will pop off, and then it'll give us access to a screw. That's probably the most common way. I've also seen some where you have to undo this, and inside there, there'll be like an Allen screw or a normal screw that's holding it in. It just depends on the manufacturer. There we go. Okay, one down. Okay, so now this guy right here needs to come undone, and that's going to release this plate. That should pop off. Looks like there might be. Yeah, there's caulking behind it, I think. There's that. This particular one has screws back here that's holding this into place. Sometimes this is something that you can spin, sometimes there's a nut that's holding it on, sometimes there's a screw that's holding it. There's all different ways. But this right now is being held in by this plate that's on the back. Which sucks for me. I'm gonna have to cut right here. I'm gonna have to break that tile off right there. Luckily for me, this is travertine, and I can make this kind of snap off with a little bit of a glove. If you have, see, travertine will snap like this, but if this is something that's like ceramic or something, you're in trouble because you're gonna have to cut it. Travertine's like marble, so it falls apart fairly easy. And since this is all going to be covered up with the cover anyway, it's not too risky for me to do this. That's going to help. Okay, so now that I have access to this and I can pull the plate off, I need to go turn the water off of the house, and then I need to open up some drains to take the pressure off. If you have a two-story like me, you want to open them up on the top and on the bottom, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up having that water that's up in the top that's going to want to leak out over here. If you keep constant pressure going forward with it, it won't fall. And if you use your pinky or something to kind of hold it into place. Almost like some type of vise or something. And after I take this out, I can open this up a lot better. All right. Nice. Okay, so at this point, I should be able just to kind of pop this off, just like that. Okay. And I don't know if you can see that, but we've got two like little washers right here. These black things. I hope you can see that. I'm trying to reposition this here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this right here and this, they're spring loaded. These two are touching against this metal plate, kind of like this thin metal membrane that allows water, hot and cold, to kind of be sent through it. These sometimes go bad. Sometimes the spring isn't hard enough, right? There's all sorts of things that can go wrong with this. But I'm gonna take this guy out. We also have some here in the back, right? That can go bad. And I'm looking inside here, seeing if it needs to be cleaned, which it kind of does. It doesn't look very good, but this is where everything comes out. So we have seals that go around those two right there. Sometimes those seals go bad and cause a leak. We also have the ones up front, okay? And that whole unit that's on the inside, I'm gonna see if I can replace it. I'm gonna clean this out first though. And then after I clean it, just make sure that there's no residual deposits or anything that can break a seal. I can go ahead and put the new one in. Worst case, I'll have to replace this whole unit. And if I do, I'm gonna do it from the back side of the wall. I'm not gonna do it from this side because I don't want to damage any more tile. I'll have to do it from the rear, which means I'm replacing the whole faucet, right? The whole thing. But I'm gonna see if I can get the diverter valve first. Hopefully I can, because I don't want to have to replace that. This is a much cheaper fix, replacing the diverter, than it is replacing the whole damn shower unit. Also, it's a lot faster. So let me take this one to Home Depot, see if they have what I'm looking for, and I'll be back. Okay, so I went down there and I found what I was looking for, just like this. It's about 20 bucks. Okay, but that's going to be the thing that's going to end up causing all the problems. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this out, and then after I clean this out, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. When cleaning this out, you don't really want to use sandpaper or anything like that. Maybe like some type of wire brush or something, because you don't want to damage the inside of this at all. As well as when you're cleaning out the, as well as when you're cleaning this off, just use a scouring pad or something. You don't want this to no longer be smooth, right? Because if you sand it or something, it's going to create problems. Hopefully, you don't have to clean it at all, but that's usually not the way it works. So let me clean that up. We'll start putting this back together again. That's good to go. Making sure that it seats right there. We want to make sure that it seats. Now that that's in, okay, same thing. We want to make sure that this goes in the way that it's supposed to go in and it seats correctly. Okay, so the water is on. I'm looking for leaks right here. And then what I need to do is also turn a faucet on to let the air out. I'm just gonna go shh. Now what we have to do is we have to see if my repair worked up on top. Fingers crossed. Pinky out. Pinky out. I had been using this shower actually to bathe my dog. Seems legit. All right, And everything's put back together. I gotta clean this shower though. It's really awful. So turn off. No drips. Looking pretty good. Anyway, guys, that's that. If you liked the video, hit like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my other videos. And until next time, talk to you later.